about home reflections, flameless candles, and this is another really great deal. We're talking a sale price of $19.98 for 3 flameless candles, and we have a choice of either the sage, which is a perfect spring color, kind of reminds me of an Easter basket, or the ivory, which is the perfect color to use throughout your home decor throughout the year. These are H482608 if you want sage. We have fewer than 100 remaining. And if you want ivory, there's just a few more available. But sale price, free shipping and handling for President's Weekend. And this is the finale. So at the end of the day, these offers expire. 5 easy pays of $4 to get them home. Carrie Lachlan is joining us via Skype. She is a home decor expert. We've seen Carrie on many of the do-it-yourself shows. And of course, she represents our Home Reflections private label. Nice to have you with us.
Thank you for having me, Jane.
Sure.
I love that you said this reminds me of Easter because my son saw these earlier and that's what he calls this color, Easter green.
The Easter green. That's
it's
great.
Easter green. It really is that beautiful, vibrant spring color. And the marbling on these, we call it brushed, but there's what I like to call it is a marbling. There's a really beautiful texture that's on the exterior of these. And why I love that so much is because whenever something is lit in my home or my client's home, I always think about, okay, well, how does it look when it's not lit as well? So you get that full wax body. You can see right there in the studio, that's really beautiful shot, how you're getting that little bit of texture that runs all throughout the candle. Each candle will be unique to itself because of that beautiful kind of brushing that is going on. And then you have the real wax that is the entire body. And then we even did this little kind of dip where it looks like the candle has been melted down ever so slightly. And you can see how that gives it a really nice glow, and that little flexible wick that we have as well with the flame that makes it look really realistic.
Well, and you also get the remote control, which means that you put your, is it C batteries? Yeah, 2 C batteries in each one of these, and then you can set that timer feature or operate it with the remote control.
Yes, so once you have that on, you'll be able to use that timer right on the remote control for that 6 hours on and 18 hours off, especially now because we're in that time of year where, every day the sun is staying up longer, thank goodness, but it really is that time of year. I'm going through my home with my flameless candles right now, and I'm like, oh, I need to grab my remote and set the timer a little bit later and a little bit later because the sun is staying up, thank goodness, a little bit longer.
Well, we are down to 3 dozen remaining in the sage. These are going to come in at small with a height of 4 inches. Medium, this is small. Medium is 5, and then 6 inches for the large. But they're all 3-inch in diameter. I was looking around here, and we do have just our own candle holders, just to give you an idea of how these fit so nicely in most vessels and most candles. Plus, you already have that, trinity of candles. It's the garden that's already ready to go.
Yes,
You've got the staggering heights. So you put this on a tray that you get at the dollar store, add whatever, seasonal greenery or eggs or grass for Easter, and you're done. Your decorating is done. Is there a tray over there?
That's what I do. I always have a little tray because I always like whenever we have candles.
It's exactly what I do.
If you corral them together, it just gives them a really nice structured look. And then
I even love it on the
fixin'.
On the cutting board. Perfect. Thank you so much. And here, John just gave me a basket, and look,
that's perfect.
This is it. And if you want to add a level or a height, you can. But you put them in the basket, and guess what? Done and done.
You're
for
done and done.
$20, $19.99. And these last a really long time because they're C batteries. So if you put them in the timer mode, you're going to get a lot of glow time before having to replace those batteries.
Absolutely. And I love this shot that's on right now, Jane, in studio, because you can see that beautiful rhythmic dance
Yes.
of this flameless candle. You know, last year we did a really big upgrade to home reflections. And one of the really big things that we concentrated on was our flameless candles. Before we kind of had this more of a plasticky wick, and we went in and we said, you know what, we really want to give this more of a realistic look and bring our customers what, you know, everybody's really been asking us for. So this is all part of our upgraded flameless collection, and you can really tell the difference and just how beautiful and realistic these are when you get them home.
Look at the amount of glow that you get from this, and I'm going to do it on the sage just because I have them set this way real quick, but look how it's reflecting. Imagine that reflection on whatever wall they're sitting in front. Unfortunately, the basket is not for sale, and the green is now sold out, so I'm going to take those away. But you get the same idea of what they could look like in the ivory. And let's talk about the ivory. The reason we bring in so much more of those is because obviously this is the ivory that we'll use throughout the year. And at this price point, if you want to get yourself a couple of sets to put in the gift closet, I know I start collecting gifts that I will use for Christmas whenever I see them. So that's why I'm typically ready to go when Christmas comes around, because I start tucking little things away when I see them. I don't know anyone who wouldn't enjoy a trio of ivory flameless candles like this as a gift.
Absolutely. And I'm even thinking like Mother's Day is coming up, end of school year is coming up. So there's all those little moments where you're like, oh, I want to add a little something maybe to that gift card, or maybe this year I don't want to do the bottle of wine. I want to do something for their home. Think about housewarming gifts as well. The ivory is one of those colors that it just works with everything. And this ivory that we have, this brushed ivory, is really beautiful because sometimes ivory can have a yellow tone to it. This one has more of a neutral palette. So it doesn't have that super yellowy feel to it. It's just a gorgeous warmth. For me personally, in my home, all of my flameless candles are either a rich navy blue or an ivory. So I lean towards having that warm white color in the home because it's just really, really beautiful.
And I like the consistency of the glow. I think there is just a really pretty look to them. I also love using these by windows because then it always looks like someone's at home, because most people know they're not going to leave a flame glowing if nobody's there. So as a deterrent, I love having them for that as well. But on the mantles, the bookshelves, places where there's that little dark area and it just needs a little light. A trio of beautiful flameless candles like this is wonderful. And to be able to get them, not individually for $19.99 a piece, but all three in 3 different sizes with the remote control for $19.98 and free shipping and handling and 4 easy pays. That's a deal. So enjoy that. 250 sets spoken for. Carrie, you're going to be back a couple of times, so we'll look forward to seeing you in just a little bit. Thank you for your time.
See you in a moment.
Okay.